Hello everyone and welcome back to CBSE TechTalks, your one-stop solution for class 11th and 12th computer science and IP. In today's session, we will dive deep into one of the most important topics in Python, that is strings. Let's get started. String is a sequence which is made up of one or more Unicode characters. Here the characters can be letters, digits, white spaces or any other symbol. A string can be created in single, double or triple quotes. Assessing characters in string. Each individual character in a string can be assessed using a technique called indexing. The index specifies the characters to be assessed in the string and is written in the square brackets, that is index. The index of first character from the left in the string is 0 and the last character is n-1. Let's take an example. If we have string, already we have two strings here. So if we write, let's take an example, hello Python. If I write this way, space, and suppose I write this way. So the index of h is 0. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Space is also counted. This is one space only. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. So those spaces again more, but it is one space only. So and it is from 0 to n-1. If we count the number of characters, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 characters. So the index is from 0 to n-1. That is 0 to 12 minus 1 is what? 11. That's what we have. Now, where n is the length of string. If you give index values out of range, then we get an index error. If you want to access any of the elements from this and if the index is given beyond the range, you are going to get an error message. Now, if this is stored in string, you can say if this complete string is str1, and if you want, let's take an example, I want O to be displayed as an output. So I will be writing str1 and the index of O is 4. So you have to write index in square brackets. If you write this, you will get O here. Let me show you. In this case, we will be using IDLE only because only one line is there and you can get answer. So I'm writing str1 equals to hello Python. Suppose this is the case. And I want no output because there is nothing used here. So I want now str1 and 4. So I got answer as O. Let's continue with the remaining. The index must be an integer, that is 0, positive or negative. Index can also be an expression. Now the other way is that before index being an expression, I want to tell you even you can go the reverse way. So when we go with the negative indexing, the last character will be -1, or you can say this is -L. So the length of this string is 12. So if we start with the negative, so the index of n is -1, O is -2, H is -3, T is -4, Y is -5, -6, space -7, -8, -9, -10, -11 and -12. So that's what index can be any integer. Integer, as we know, positive, negative as well as 0 makes in integer. So this way we have integer. So now if I want again O with the negative indexing, so what is to be written here? I will be writing print, sorry, with no need of print, we can straight away write str1 with an index. Let's see what number is there. It is 8. So let's write -8. Again, oh, so I think this is clear to you now. Index can be an expression including variables and operators, but the expression must evaluate to an integer only. A string is immutable data type. It means that the content of the string cannot be changed after it has been created. An attempt to do this would lead to an error. Let's take an example. If I write here str1 equals to hello world, now it is giving. Now here when we are saying change, it means I want str1 and I want at 4th place instead of 0 hello, it is HELLO. Instead of O, I want somewhere here E. It is giving an error message. This is called immutable. The error message is string object does not support item assignments. We can't change. Okay. Now let's move to the string operations. Basically, we have 4 operations. The first one is concatenation. Example is also given, but let me explain you what exactly is concatenation. To concatenate means to join. In this case, if you see string 1 from the previous only example, they have taken string 1 as hello and string 2 is Python. So I am writing string 1 plus string 2. So it is going to give you hello and Python together without any space. Python allows us to join 2 strings using concatenate operation, which is denoted by symbol plus. So we write plus here. The second one is repetition. If you want to repeat a string, so you have to write the string and then you have to write into and multiplication, any numeric value. Now in this case, the value of string is hello and into 3. It means hello will be displayed thrice. Let's see. I will show you again on Python. Let's take an example. We have string 1 as hello world. So what I want to do, 1 into let's 3. So hello world and hello world has come thrice. Now let's take one more string. String 2 equals to, you can say, Python okay, and now I want to display str1 plus str2. It is giving hello world Python. If you have seen, if you are a keen observer, this space is already given in the string, but as there is no space given here, Python is starting with the first just after the quotes, so there is no space given here. Okay, let's move next. Next one is membership. Python has 2 membership operators, in and not in. The in operator, it takes 2 strings and returns true if the string appears as a substring in the second string. Otherwise, it returns false. Now, H is searched in string 1. String 1 is having hello. So, we are searching H1 in string 1. So, you are getting answer as true. Let's take an example. I want H not in string 1. It is giving you false because H do exist in that. If I do the same thing, instead of not, let's make in, you are going to get answer as true. I hope it's clear now. Now the next one is slicing. So in is going to give you true when the string which you are searching, substring which you are searching in the string is present, while not in is going to give you true when it is not present in that. Now the next one is slicing. Let me give you brief introduction about slicing, how the slicing take place, and then we will take few examples. In Python, to access some part of a string or substring, we use a method called slicing. This can be done by specifying an index range. Given a string str, the slice operation will be starting from, this is n and this is m. So we are starting from 1 and then we are going to 4. We are talking about string 2. String 2 is Python. So we are starting from 1. So p is at 0, y is at 1. So we are starting from 1. In this case, the initial element starting is included and the last one end is not included. It goes to end minus 1. So from 1 to 3. So 1, 2 and 3. So y, t and h is the answer. Returns the part of string. String 1 starting from index n is included. So here 1 is included and the ending is not included. So 4 is not included here. In other words, we can say that string n comma m. If I write here string, if I write here string this way, string 1 and n comma m, it means n will be included but it will go till n minus 1, or we can say the number of characters which will be displayed will be always m minus n. Now in this case 4 minus 1, so 4 minus 1 is what? 3. So 3 characters has been displayed here. Now there are some variations with the string. If first part is not given, let me try few of the, I want to show you few. First I will explain and then I will show you even the working of those. As there are two parts here, given slice is given, it is having, in this case it is having two parts, but we may have variation that we simply write the first one or we simply write the last one. Let's take an example. If I write here str 1 and suppose if I write 2 colon, it means it will start from 2, it till end. So starting from 2 is h is 0, e is 1 and l is 2. So ll0 you will be getting, llo you will be getting. If it is written str1 and if it is mentioned, you can say it is mentioned 3, it means it is going to give you 1 to 4. So it is going to give you here 0th position, first position and second position, as third is not included. Here it will is the starting is given, so from this number till last, this index till last, and in this case till this index only. There is a variation also. Generally we have 3 even inputs. So the first one, let's take an example m, or you can take n, second one is m and the third one is suppose o. So this o is the, you can say, step. So if you are saying O, it means it is going to give you oath characters has to be extracted, okay, from the slice starting from m and ending by n minus 1. So you will have n, then you will have n plus, then next will be n plus oth element, then it will be n plus o plus oth element. This way it will keep on going on. Let's do few examples in this case before moving to the next slide. Now we are getting it is all the commands which we have tried. String 1 is not changing. If I write string 1 here, it is having hello world only the value. Now let's take the slice here. I want str1 and in random let's take 1 comma 3. So it is giving you first 2 characters. If I take str1 and you can say 2 colon, it is giving you from second all. If I do it the other way, let's take an example, 8. So it is giving you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and one space is also there. it is including space also. That's the reason in this case it started from E, space, then H is at one place, E is at two place. If you want to remove this space, let me use it here once again. I'm removing space so that you will not get confused here, because at the moment space is there, so that's what it is skipping. So if I write here colon 8, let's try once again. So it is giving you, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7th character, till 7th it has given us. Okay, same way if I write here 2, once again I am showing you. So it is giving you answer as, with this by mistake it has come, so L, L, O. So starting from second, so H is 0, E is 1 and L is 2. Now let's do the increment one. We can take this one only, or you can modify here. Let's take 1, 8, and I want the difference of two characters, or 3, let's take. So it has to be colon 3. So you are getting E, O, O. How? Now first is E, 0 and 1, then we are adding 3 to that, so fourth one, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, so O is coming, then again you are adding 3, so 1, 2 and third is again coming. So it is giving you first, fourth and seventh, you can say, character. And if you ignore both the indexes and give step size as -1, you will be getting in the reverse one. So I don't want anyone first to, I don't want, I am putting this way, and if I put 1 this way, so instead of using anything, you are getting the complete string in the reverse order. So this gives you reverse order also. I would like you to try few more variations, or few more different, you can say, positions of n, m and you can say step. So if you don't want to use any function and you want to display string in reverse order, so you can do the first, you can say, values to be blank, ignore the first two indexes and then write simply the third one as -1, you will be getting in the reverse order. Now next one is traversing a string using loops. Now what exactly is traversing? We can access each character of a string, or traverse means we are traveling through all the elements. A string using for loop as well as using while loop. Now when we talk about for loop, so what we, in this case, the string is given as hello, and we are starting the characters for char in string. Okay, so let me, I'm trying this only. So this is given. Now second is we are using for loop. I'm simply going with the interact mode today. Now see, the for loop is not over, so instead of prompt it has come dot dot dot. So we will be writing what? Print char. So we are displaying the value of character. Now it is giving you syntax error. Why? Multiple assignment found while compiling a single statement. Let's do the other again. This is one string, we have assigned it, then we want for loop to be used. Okay, this time it is right because the cursor has come at the proper place. In the previous it did not come. Okay. Okay, it has come all the characters in different line. We want all the characters. If you want all the characters in same line, then what you will to do? So it has got all the characters, transverse is done. We have reached to each and every element of the string. What you can do? Let's try. Are we able to copy all three? Now what you have to do, if you want in the same line, and equals to, if you want space then put space, otherwise you can go with that also. So in this case we have to press enter key, go back. Now as again it is giving an error message, so we can straight away go with this only. It is giving the multiple statement found while compiling. So hello has come in the same line with the spaces in between. If you don't want spaces, remove the space. Only write the quotes and remove the space which is given here. This space need to be removed if you don't want the spaces in between the characters. Okay, hello world has come. I think this is clear. Now let's do using the while loop. Now this is over. Now with the case of while loop, we need to assign a index variable 0 because the index of all the elements need to be transverse. In for loop, it goes automatically first character, second character. It is going with first character of the string, second character of the string. So it is going for each and every element. It will keep repeating. In this case, we have to start with the index and then we need to change the index every time. The index has to be, if you will not modify the value of index variable, it will be endless loop. It will not move out. Let me show you on the script mode only. As in the ideal, as it is having more than one statement, so it may give some errors or something like that. Okay, now while is to be small because there are few words which are when we write in this and indexes come. Okay, now let's see, is the indexing properly done? And this is also to be checked. Okay, let's run. You have to save the file, so I will be saving in my folder. String, let's store with the string. Okay. Now unexpected, okay, in this case, okay. Now as we have copied from there, sometimes that it takes the values automatically and sometimes it gives in the error message in these codes and other things. So either you retype the complete content, and if you're copying, now it has come again the same answer, hello world. I think this is clear how to go with the transversing of the string elements. So what we have done, we have initialized the string, then index is given as 0 while index is less than the length of. Length is a function which calculates the number of counts the number of characters in the string pass as a parameter and gives you numeric value. So this loop will execute as long as the value of index is less than the number of characters in the string. And what we are printing? We are printing string 1 index, and then we want in the same line, so end is given and increment of index is required, otherwise it will be endless loop. So let's continue with the next. Now these are some of the inbuilt functions which are existing with the string. There are many inbuilt functions using which you can do lot many operations on string. The very first is length. Now if we have to find out how many characters are there, so I will be initializing one and then one by one we will be going with all the functions. That will be better. So this is done. Okay, it is giving again this, I told you it is going to give you the spacing. It may give you spacing problem or it may not give you spacing problem. So let's put again. Okay, now this is assigned. Now let's start with the first function. We can join two strings. Now let's take an example. I want to use, already we have string 1 which consists of string 1 we have used spaces. I want to join a string 1 with some other character. Okay, I want to use okay, and I want the second string equals to plus symbol. Let's take an example. Okay, and I want to join them, so I will be using str1 join str2. So we have joined, it is giving you the string 2. So let's do. We have tried this. So we are using, okay. So it has to be string 2 is joining string 1. So it has put, we have to, the character by which we have to join, which is to be written first. So complete is joined with using this thing. Now we want to partition something. Let's take an example. String 11 equals to I love my country. Okay, and I want to partition it. Now when we are partitioning, it will have 3 outputs as an answer. One is a string before the separator, the other one will be the separator, the third one will be the string, or you can say string after the separation. Okay, so this is what, if I want to partition by my, okay, string 1 partition my, so we are writing, so by what you are partitioning it? String 1 dot partition by what you are partitioning? I will show you once again. You are partitioning by my. So we have to write the word by which you are partitioning. Okay. So it has partitioned hello world. As I took string 1, it should have been string 11. So let's try once again. String 11 is having, it is I love is one string, my is the other string, and the third one is the country. And the other example which I was supposed to tell you is that if you are partitioning with the word which does not exist, so it will have the string complete, and then it will have 2 blank partitions. And the last the last, you can say, function of the string is split. You can split at particular character also. Okay, so I want to split it. Let's take an example, the same one. I want to split this as, okay, hello mein there is no a, so it is not splitting. In country also it is not there, so let's split using some other character, as it is not changing otherwise. In this case, I love, O is there at 2 places, so I'm splitting string 11 at O. Okay, so it has come, it has removed L, I love, L till here, O is there, so it has removed there, and then country, so it is splitting at that place. I think all the functions are made clear. Now what exactly you are supposed to do? Now you know what are the string built-in functions. Now try Python programs related to string and comment your results. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to CBSE TechTalks for more educational content. See you in the next video. Next video will have some set of programs related to strings. Till then, keep coding.